Give you a briefing about the institution?
All I know is it's a mental hospital.
For the criminally insane.
We take only the most dangerous, damaged patients, ones no other hospital can manage.
You are hereby required to surrender your firearms.
We are duly appointed federal marshals.
But during your stay, you will obey protocol. Gentlemen, welcome to Shutter Island.
Shutter Island. Easily the best movie of the year so far, in my opinion, and my #1 slot for the most anticipated movie of 2010. Now this movie is really revolved around Teddy, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, who comes on with his new partner Chuck, played by Mark Ruffalo, to investigate the mysterious disappearance of Rachel Solando, a murderess on Shutter Island. Although the investigation is already complex and dangerous enough, after a huge hurricane sweeps the island and basically they just revolve around, the investigation deepens and the questions mount. Now that's the basic plot to the movie. I don't want to ruin anything too much for you, but I will say this. There is a dramatic twist at the end which I found very, very enjoying to check out. If you want to see the ending, please just go and see the movie. It is brilliant. Now Leonardo DiCaprio's acting in this movie is absolutely brilliant. This is possibly the best movie he's been in since Aviator, The Departed and Titanic. But when he collaborates with Mark Ruffalo, who is also a terrific actor, they combine to make this wonderful collaboration, if you will, and they just make this movie so perfect and so acknowledging that it's just amazing to watch. Now Martin Scorsese's direction in this movie is absolutely amazing. When I first found out that this movie was going to be directed by Martin Scorsese, I was quite worrying because I've never actually seen Martin Scorsese direct a psychological thriller. Alfred Hitchcock, possibly yes, because he is the master of suspense. But Martin Scorsese, I had low hopes for it. But he pulled off this movie so wonderfully, so brilliant, that it just made the movie combine to make this amazing movie. Now of course you know that this is the 4th collaboration between Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio, and this is just like what Martin Scorsese did as a young filmmaker with Robert De Niro. He kept coming back to him, and of course I understand why, because Robert De Niro, the fantastic actor that he is, really made the movie basically it. Now the cinematography in this movie is brilliant. I thought it was. A lot of people will have different opinions, but me, I was really concentrating on how the camera was, the lighting, just the whole abstract of the whole entire movie. And I have to say it was top notch, 10 out of 10 for the cinematography. With Sir Ben Kingsley, he played an amazing part. It's a different part from him. He usually plays like kind of casual, kind of like original characters, but in this movie he is like the kind of boss of the island and basically instructs his followers to like exceed this investigation. And this movie just played it so brilliantly, and I thought it was like one of the best movies he's actually starred in, and definitely 10 out of 10 for his acting in this movie as well. Without rambling on much, of course you know that this movie is adapted from the book written by Dennis Lehane, Shutter Island, of course, which you know that I own and I love so dearly. This is possibly the best book I've actually had the pleasure of reading. It's brilliant. If you can ever get your hands on this book, please pick it up. It's very cheap. There was one flaw in this movie which I didn't entirely agree on. It just dragged too much, and for me it was a little too long, and like some scenes which didn't have to actually be in there, they could have been trimmed. But yeah, it was still a great movie, 9 out of 10 for me, just for that one entire flaw. That was all the thing that was wrong with it. Now the whole atmosphere to this movie was so dreary, so exceeding and so disturbing to watch that it just, some scenes actually made me cringe. Of course that's what you pretty much to expect when it's an asylum, like a mental asylum, where mental patients roam around, and it was just so disturbing. It was like, some of these, it's actually really hard to explain. Please just check it out for yourself. It is an amazing movie. So if you've ever got the chance to see this movie, please check it out. This has been the MCO148 here. This was my review on Shutter Island. This was my first review, so forgive me if this review wasn't up to the standards that you were hoping for. It was just my first review, so I'll try and get better on the following reviews to come. So this is the MCO148 here, signing out.
You'll never leave this island.